Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add an adjustment layer around this flower here, flower number 2. So we're in the Move tool, we hold down the Control key, and we select flower 2, okay, or right click for Windows users. All right, so now we've selected this layer. Very important that we've selected that layer, okay? And I want to talk a little bit about adjustment layers and why they are awesome. Okay, so if you just go into image and you adjust the brightness, okay, if you do that, then you are doing it for the entire picture for one thing, or the selection that you have, and then it's done. It stays there and you continue on. You cannot undo it, you cannot change it, cannot update it. All right, same thing with all of these that are right here. But what you can do is you can do this as an adjustment layer, and then it can be changed afterwards, or you can play around with it and everything like that. Watch this. Okay, so I always add adjustment layers by going to the bottom down here. You can do it by going up top to the menu, but I like to click on this, and you click for this one, we're going to select hue and saturation. Okay, so what we're going to do is I want you to, for the hue, I want you to make it 43. See how everything changed underneath? Okay, don't worry, we'll be changing some more stuff. All right, saturation, make it 19, and the lightness will stay as 0. Now, that changed, wow, everything. Look at that. So before and after, before and after. See how this little eye right here, I did that? Okay, so that's not quite what we wanted. It's an interesting effect. It's not quite what we wanted. What we're going to do is we want to take the settings that we've just applied, and we want it to only apply to the layer directly below it, the flower 2 layer. Okay? So in order to do that, you create what's called a clipping mask. 2 ways to do that. Number 1, you can click on this little button right here. Okay, you can click on that. Or you can right click or control click in this window and say create a clipping mask. So do that. And you will see, look at that, see? It just applies only to the flower 2, not for the rest of it. Now what I want to do is I want to show you how you can make changes later on and make adjustments and all that kind of thing. We're just going to really quickly close this, and I want to show you how you get that window back. So it's this icon right here. It's this little guy right here. You double click on it anytime you want, and then you can go in and you can make changes. See how I can just go back and forth and change it to whatever color I want, that kind of thing. And then I can say, yeah, that's good. I like that. Do I? Well, no, not really. But, so I'm going to go Command Z, or Control Z. You can all go edit and undo as well if you wish. And then I'm going to close that. But that's how you change stuff. And you can change it afterwards. Adjustment layers are so much better than changing the actual pixels forever. And now I want to show you a little thing that I just learned about when I was reading the tutorial. I want you to go to the Hawaii layer and double click on Drop Shadow. Okay, on this layer style. I did not know that you can add double layer styles. So go to the drop shadow and click on the little plus sign next to it, and you'll see that it has created a second drop shadow. See, before and after, before and after. Awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the black, and with our little eyedropper, we'll go over here and grab this little fuchsia color here, and we are going to put the opacity up a bit, and I'm going to turn off the global light and put the angle at around 125. But you know what? You can play around with these if you want. You can. I'm going to set the distance to about 20, And the spread to, let me see, I'm going to go back and forth here and put it around 27. And the size, let's take a look and see. Okay, you know what? I'm going to bring it out about there. Where's that? That's about 29, maybe even a little bit more. There, about 43. Okay, and if you want to play around with the noise, see what the noise slider does. Go back and forth and just see what it does. That's kind of neat. I don't know if it works terribly well, but we're going to add just a touch of it, around 4. Okay, and so now click the preview on and off, and you can see that what this does is this really makes the word Hawaii pop. I like that. That's really cool. Say OK, and apply it.